What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. As for myself, I am doing pretty good. Suffering from a little jet lag. Jet lag is definitely real. Pretty much traveled all day yesterday, or I won't say travel, but I was in the airport pretty much all day yesterday, and got home this morning. So got home, took a couple of trades, passed out, and then took a few more trades. And that's what I wanted to discuss today. Those trades that I took a little later on in the afternoon. And those were trades that we took in the newly established TopstepX Express Funded Account. So without any further ado, we're going to just jump straight on in. We're going to just pull that Band-Aid right off. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my main screen. You're going to see my NinjaTrader setup. And as always, I just like to take a look at the 5-minute chart and see what the market did. So we're going to go ahead and maximize that. And we can keep it. I'll drag it out a little bit right there. I like to start at about 4 o'clock. This is when the market kind of gets jiggy. This is when we get some volatility. And you can see that if you come down and look at the volume candles. See how volume is fairly light coming into 4 o'clock. And then 4 o'clock kind of picks up a little bit, tails back off. 6 o'clock, we get a little volume spike, and then the real spike comes in at 7. This is when most retailers can start trading pre-market with stocks. And then, of course, you got the market open 9:30. It just goes crazy. And you're usually going to see a good spike here, and you're going to see a good spike there. This is market open. This is power hour. So those are the 2 times you really get that good spike. But we see right around 5 o'clock, chart flips red. We're below VWAP, and market kind of sells off on into 7 o'clock, kind of makes a small bounce, sells back off, and then market opens. It tanks out down the previous day's low. And then we get a nice move up the rest of the morning. Going into lunchtime, kind of pulls back, makes the move up again, and then just kind of chopped around. But you get probably had a decent little downtrend on the 2-minute. Definitely would have had one on the tick chart. This is kind of choppish, sells off, and then I'm sure this was a decent uptrend on like a 1 or 2 minute chart to find some trades. But now what I am going to do is let's bring up the Top Step and see what it looks like. So I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Top Step, but Top Step has created their own platform, and they're calling it TopstepX. And this is how I have my layout done. Now, you can customize this. And in full disclosure, I really do not use these charts. I keep this entire screen on another monitor, and I'm watching my NinjaTrader charts, and then I'll just come over here and buy market or sell market, whatever way I'm trying to go on a trade. When I do that, it'll put the order on the charts with brackets. And that's why I need to have charts up, so I can adjust my brackets once I am in the trade. You got a dome over here again. I don't use that. Got some tabs here. This one is fairly interesting. This tilt, when market is open, this here will show you based on TopStep's algorithm and based on data that they're pulling, it will show you on a particular index how their traders are kind of positioned, whether it's more longs than shorts. Now it's after hours now, so it's not really showing it. But when market is open, you might see 52% short, 48% long. That just means that more people on the platform are looking at the market to go down. Does it mean the market's going to go down? Not necessarily. It just means that people that are trading the Top Step product are thinking that that's what's going to happen. But I need to have this up so that it can show my trades today. And this is for the Express account. You see the balance, we're up $202.16 today. That's what we made today. This is going to be a little significant once we go over and look at the, I want to look at like the qualifications, and I'm gonna make a video, y'all. I was talking to Spark today about this. I think I want to make a video breaking down the differences between Apex's $50,000 account, PA account, and a TopStep Express $50,000 account, and what the requirements are for payouts, some of the pros and some of the cons for each. I know I've gotten a few questions on people asking that, but today we made $202.16. This here shows you account, current account balance, MLL, maximum loss limit. They say do not let your account balance drop below that value. R, P, and L. This was kind of, I had a question about this today, so I kind of speak on it. The realized day, P and L, because this was showing 202.16. So I wanted to make sure that I was over what I needed to be over, and we can kind of discuss that a little bit later. This one here is just unrealized P and L. This is when you're actually in a trade. You know whether you're up or down. DLL is your daily loss limit. With TopStep, if you lose $1,000 in a day, they will lock you out the account. They kind of keep you from going on tilt and just blowing up the account. That's one thing I do like about TopStep. They kind of look out for the trader more than Apex. Apex will let you go full tilt and blow your account up. TopStep tries to minimize that. They try to work with you and make you a better trader. So that's the good thing about that. But what we're going to do is look at these trades today, and then we're going to pull up some TopStep information. So what I'm going to do, because again, I don't use those charts, so I'm going to always on top that one. We'll come back over, and then I am just going to put this right here. We'll put that right on top of that chart. And let's look at some trades, y'all. If you come down and look, you see that I traded MNQ. I made $13. And then I took 2 NQs. This MNQ trade, I didn't know that I had the chart for the TopStep account set to MNQ. I wanted NQs. I liked where the trade was occurring at. But we're just going to focus on the NQ trades. The MNQ trade was just, you see, like a minute prior to. And I stayed in that one longer than I stayed in the other ones. But first trade that we took going NQ was at 15:13 and 34 seconds. The one thing, there's a couple of things that I don't like about the TopstepX platform right now. Number one, they don't have a 200 tick chart. They don't have a 200 tick chart. So that's one of the things that I don't like about it. And then the second thing that I don't like about it is they don't show trades on the charts. So that's why I'm coming over and I'm having to use NinjaTrader so I can show y'all my entries and my exits, and then we can kind of take a look at them. So first trade, I got in at 15:13 and 34. You're going to look at these entries and they're going to look a little wonky, especially on this chart. So let's just rock with it for right now, and then we'll kind of go from there. So 15:13 and 34. I'm going to kind of just drop that right there. Looks like I'm just getting into the no man's land. I get out So I'll copy that one. I get out at 15:14 and 29 seconds. So 15:14 and 29 seconds. Good gracious. That's going to be in that candle right there. So we'll do it like that. And I'm going to switch this back over to a 100 tick chart real quick. Because you see, notice on a 200, I'm long and I'm literally like right down here in the middle of no man's land. We'll click that back over to a 100 tick chart. So now if you look at the trade, let's look at it again, 13 and 33. So that's in a good spot. And then we got out at 14. So let's put this over the 14 candle, which is going to be right there. Notice the difference in picture just by me changing it over to a 100. And it was set to 100 because that's what I was looking at that time. Primary reason for taking this trade was I was playing this to hold this pivot and go higher. I was trying to play this back up to about the 200 SMA. But when this came up and it kind of rolled back, I had my stop kind of chasing it. And you see, I made $40 on this trade because once this got in the green, I'm trying to lock money in. I want to say that this particular trade was up $100 unrealized. So I was getting out in this red candle as it came back down. But that was the purpose for taking this one. And that's why I kind of got in a little earlier than the color change, because I was basically playing this to hold this level once it started making that move. So decent trade there. Let's go ahead. Let's do the same thing for the last trade that we took. I'm going to just copy this one again and I'm going to paste it. And we took that trade at 15:16. So that's going to be 15, 16, and 34. Yep, right about right there. Right as we get this color change again, I'm going to drop both of these. I'm going to switch it over to the 200 tick chart, and we'll see what it looks like on there. And then I think this one's pretty self-explanatory, though. We get out of this one at 18 and 37. We're getting out in these candles right up in here. Solid trade there. This trade was up about $200. Not quite 200. Not quite 200. And the reason I say that was because this trade was open at the same time. So my unrealized P&L was showing both profits. It was showing the profit from this one unrealized and the profit from that one unrealized. But solid trade right there. We make 155. I see that I'm up 202.16. Call it a day. Let's go ahead. Let's look at this second trade on a 200 tick chart. And like I said, it kind of shows you the difference in a picture. Watch when you look at it. Now this one's good though. This one's good. Got in on a color change flip right there. Traded right up to the 100 SMA. Notice. Let's look at that real quick because I don't think there was anything. I don't think there was anything on the 100. On the 100, we're over the 200 SMA. Or the 100 SMA, I'm sorry. But when I go to the 200 tick chart, that was resistance. That's what it came up and it hit and pushed it back down. And when it pushed it down, it pushed it down. But that's what we did, y'all. It may not seem significant, 202. Think about this, though. I took the first trade at 312, 1512. I exited and I was done trading at 318, 1518. That's 6 minutes and I made 202. So now what I want to do, I want to show y'all what are the objectives. And let me always off that, turn it off. I'll click here. So this is the Top Step dashboard. And this here is showing the Top Step dashboard for the Express account. You see, first day trading it, 202.16. That's our account balance. That's the highest we've been up. Best day, 202. Worst day, 202, because it's the first day. But let's focus over here on the objectives. And someone had asked me why I kind of like Top Step's payout a little better than Apex. Well, we'll go first and foremost with Apex. And again, I think I want to do a video. Y'all let me know if y'all think I should do a video for y'all that's interested in trading prop firms, or you might be trading prop firms right now. Apex $50,000 account. You have to trade 10 days, a minimum of 10 days. And see, I'm gonna throw numbers out there and they probably not gonna be accurate, but I want to say you got to make $2,000 somewhere's around there. When I do this video, I'll make sure I got hard facts, but let's just say you got to make $2,000. And then you can request just about all of that once you meet the minimum. You can pull out a minimum of 500, and then you can pull out a max of whatever the max is for the 50K account. I'm sorry, I don't have it pulled up right now. And give me a second. Forgot that I have a little button over there called pause. A little button is called pause, so that I can kind of pause that real quick and actually pull it up for you. So a 50K account with Apex, required minimum balance before you can request a withdrawal is 52.6. That right? Yeah, 52.6. And you can request a maximum of $2,000. So that's Apex's payout. I got a lot more of the stuff that I want to talk about if I go in and start comparing. But objectives with Top Step and TopstepX. 5 winning days of plus $200. Now do you see why once I made 202.16, I did not want to give any of that back, especially as late in the afternoon as it was. We trading like at 3:15. We're into that power hour. And you see, we've met it. We got 1 day met, y'all. So if I trade 5 days and I make $200 a day, that's all I have to do. And I can request up to half of that. So I don't need to make $2,600. All I got to make is 5 winning days of $200 or more. Now, if I have a winning day of $1,000 and then some other $200 days, let's say I do 1 day of 1,000, 4 days of 200. Now I got $1,800. I can request up to half of whatever that balance is. That's kind of good to me, y'all. I'm not bound to be trying to trade 10 days. Next thing, do not hit or exceed the $1,000 daily loss limit, or your account will be deactivated for the trading day. They don't blow your account up. They just kind of keep you from tilting, especially if, let's say you up 53,000 and you give back 1,000. Like, you can easily go tilt and say, bump that. I'm going to try to make this back. So nah, that's good there. And then they got what they call a scaling plan. And you see right now, I'm allowed to trade 2 contracts. Just 2 contracts, whether it's MNQ or NQ. And that is, again, to keep you from getting over leveraged, oversized. And that scaling plan is based on the balance of the account and the account size. So a $50,000 account, if you're below $1,500 on the balance, you can trade up to 2 lots. If you from 1,500 to 2,000, now you can trade 3 lots. And if you're over 2,000, you can trade 5 lots. So Top Step wants to really see you succeed, is how most of us that hang out in the Discord kind of see it. Apex will let you full tilt out. They'll let you take 10 contracts, and if you blow that account up, you just made a donation to them. TopStep is more, from what we can tell, they want to make you a better trader. They want to see you win. That's kind of how we kind of look at it. But none of this is going to really be important because, again, this is just the first day. We're just one day in. Come on down. Average winning trade was 67. Winning trades, we're 100%. We didn't take no losing trades today. We only took 3 trades. But just kind of wanted to show what the TopstepX looks like, which is the platform that you use. And those are 2 different products. So you got regular TopStep combines. Those you can't use in the TopstepX. In the TopstepX, you can't use in the like Ninja Trader or any of the other platforms. But man, TopStep gave an excellent fire drill a couple of weeks ago that we just did not know how good it was. Because we got a gentleman that's in the Discord and he tried to take advantage of the TopstepX program, and there's no way he could do it. Promo code won't work, nothing. And that was the deal that they had where you can get a TopstepX account for $4.50 a month for the life of as long as you have that account until you qualify it. So every month, if you blow it up, it's $4.50. They reset it and you just keep trading it until you qualify, or you just give up. You just say, okay, I'm done. I don't want to try this no more. But, and you can do up to 5 of them, y'all. You could do up to 5 of them. So I got this one qualified. I have another one that's about $1,200. I got 2 of them that I linked, and those are red right now. Those are down. I kind of went old school thought process on TopStep and like ate up $1,000 in one day. This right here. And they shut the account down for that day, and they're just sitting there. They're $4.50. So I could balls to the wall them and blow them up, and then next month just try it again. But I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be more smart. I'm trying to be more disciplined. And we're trying to do what we're supposed to do over here, y'all. We trying to be professional traders. But as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, now would be an excellent time to do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. How many of y'all out there in the prop firm world? I see quite a few of them pop up when I'm watching YouTube and the ads where different companies are coming out. But I think I will like TopStep's payout program a little better than I do Apex. We're going to see, because one thing when you pass these combines and you have to sign the agreement, read that agreement, because there are a lot of things in that agreement that had me a little leery. And the only reason that I went on ahead with it is because I see so many other people, as long as you do what you're supposed to do, TopStep does what they're supposed to do. But at the same time, TopStep got gotchas in there to where they can like pull the rug up under you if they want to. So I will tell you that if you pass the combine, don't just start scrolling through the agreement and not take the time to read it, because there are some gotchas in there. There are some things that TopStep will put out and say that sounds good, but if you do them, they will not be good for you. And I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna do some reading and see if I can find some of these things just in TopStep's website and then some of their facts before I actually make a comment on it, because I don't want it to be something that's just solely in their agreement and then I speak on it and now I'm saying something that's in their agreement that should not have been put out in public. So Once I do a little fact finding and I see that this is something that is actually in writing for the public to see, then I'll speak on it. And you'll see, like, yeah, that's definitely a gotcha if you don't read the fine print. But on that note, I'm going to wrap this one up, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow with a full day of trading. I was, like I said, I was traveling. I caught a red eye out of Phoenix last night, and wasn't really in no condition to be trying to trade today. But I did. Took some trades in the cash account. I think I made just under $100. So we're good. We were good there. Saw what we did here. I took some trades in the other combine account, made a few $100 in that one. So trying to get it over $3,000. So I'm gonna quit running my mouth. I'm gonna get up out of here. We will be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.